What's going on, family? My name is Brandon Bush, and welcome to my YouTube channel, A Mind Renewed. Here, we're going to be talking together, coming up with an understanding of what life is supposed to mean for us. We're going to be diving into certain topics in order to help, find our purposes. I believe that my purpose in life is to help other people, and I want to share the wisdom that I've gained throughout my life with you guys, with everybody online, because I believe that I've learned some valuable lessons that could help people reshape the way that they think about themselves and about the world around them. Because, I believe that we're supposed to be a light that shines for others. We're supposed to be using the gifts that God gave us in order to serve and be a light to help shine a path for other people so that they can be a light and continue on in that cycle. There's, in my mind, and from what I see, there's a lot of negativity going on in the world, whether that's, whether you're watching the news, just, day-to-day life, there's this whole like gender war going on, between men and women. And it's just like spreading a lot of negativity throughout the world. And when people consume that negativity, it shapes their belief system. And whatever you believe on the inside gets externally projected. And so I kind of want to change all that, from the root. So in this channel, we're going to be going through, some biblical principles in order to, some biblical principles that we can apply to our own, day-to-day lives in order to just like impact the way that we see ourselves and the way that we interact with the world around us. Because I'm learning that when you go in and you start studying God's word, like it changes the way that you perceive things. There's so much wisdom within, the Bible, and I want to share the things that I've learned with you guys. So two scriptures that I wanted to share with you is Romans chapter 12, verse 2, which says, be ye not transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that ye can, and do not conform to this world, sorry, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind so that you can prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. And then the second one is Matthew chapter 5, verses 14 through 16. I had to write it on this little receipt because I could not remember, but it says, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill should not be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine for others so that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. So when I listen to those two verses or hear those two verses, basically, I come to the understanding that in order to be a light for others, I need to be I need to have my mind renewed. I need to change the way that I think, to change the way that I see myself, not to be conformed to the world, so that I can be, a light and live out God's perfect will for my life. Um, and so that's basically, some of an idea of what we're going to be doing on this channel. I hope, I can get pretty deep with you guys and like kind of go into like some of the things that I've learned that help me out with like my understanding of relationships, with wisdom, with like, understandings of like responsibility and discipline and things like that, so that we can just like grow as men. And this channel is primarily going to be focused on, on the guys, but there'll be some topics that be applicable to the ladies as well. So hopefully everybody gets some value out of this channel. But yeah, hope to see you all soon.